These plebs. All right, what is up, YouTube? What is up? It's Mark Niece of BingeGaming.tv. My mom literally just trolled me before we started this video. Thought my dad had a heart attack or something. Had cancer. Who the fuck knows? She calls. I don't answer. I try to call her back. She doesn't answer. And then she tells me on Facebook that my dad's getting evaluated for treatment. Then when I ask what's wrong, she's like, oh, nothing. It's just his first eval for some fucking insurance group. Like, framing. Jesus. That's horrible. Horrible framing. Hey, I like how we're getting shit done here. I like how we're pushing. This is more in line with what I like to see. I think we've already had a replay with you. Emlif. And look at this. You're claiming lane control. Yeah, dude. This is dank. Let's path behind the minions. Good. You're doing it. So what's there to see right now? Not much. Sorry. I'm still like, what the fuck, Mom? Taric swagging on you. Ezreal's gonna have a pretty hard time getting these under turret. This is great. Careful. Braum's roaming. Stand back. Jace gets first blood. It happens. Cool. You suspect a gank's coming. You engage on it first. I like this. Dude, yes. See how clean your lane looks now? Looks so much better when you push. And I think you submitted the replay before. And if you didn't, well then your laning looks really good to me. Excellent. That looked good. You engage into the Amumu over the minions, like while the minions are pushed, and initiate with the passive on him. I think you get his flash. Like, it's so good. It's such a good start, dude. Ah, we played a game together. That's right. That's why you look familiar. Cool. Excellent. Cool. Good kiting. Excellent, excellent, excellent. One thing, though, on that one, your kiting was really good, but then you re-engaged back in, which was a little dangerous because Braum had left, and you're not big enough to where you win 2v1. Although you have flash heal, they, you know, they will beat you here. You're not that big yet to where you can handle this yet. So as a result, I think you overplay the scenario a wee bit. And that trade kind of gets sloppy because of it. So that's kind of on you to not take that trade. You only had like one pot. If you had a couple more pots, I wouldn't mind some wild trades, but you only had one. Now I'm definitely going in. I'm probably going for Ezreal. And you do. Nice. Oh. That is just wildly unfortunate. All you could have really done is just Super Saiyan Flash as soon as you saw him jump over. That's all you can do there. I mean, that's just a brutal counter gank. Like, that's the only way I can really frame it. That's just fucking brutal. Considering we had no vision of try, I mean, that's like the only thing that we can do is just like hero flash, like reaction flash that shit. That's just gross. That's a gross scenario. Jace is dumpstering mid now, though, off of that. And your mid laner died. But I noticed that your farm, you're crushing this Ezreal, so that's all well and good. Braum's not really trying to set up anything crazy. You guys go over to the pink ward. It's all good in the hood. Poke, poke, push, push. So far, not much to say in this one. We'll see how this goes. Braum moves up, and again, you kind of get too ballsy again. This guy is obviously caught, so you can just let this go and just stay in lane here. You're following, but I don't know why. You see two people in front of you, so the math is good here. The math is good. So when you eat this trade, you're just asking to get poopied on if you're not careful. Thankfully, Taric reacted incredibly slowly. But yeah, I don't think you should have tanked that much damage there. You don't have your ult. You have heal and flash. So yeah, this is a good engage on the Ezreal. Heal for it. Thank you. Cool, you get him down. You're going back to bot lane. That's all fine with me. No problems here. Nothing that you've done has been too bad this game yet, dude. It's all been relatively reasonable. So you're getting Ghost Blade. Braum's going kind of loony. You make the right call to just kind of like float. I would emphasize more farming though and just ping him off. I would have pinged him off when he was standing here. He doesn't have ult. He doesn't really have anything. Just ping him up, ping him back here. That's nice. Passive's coming out. Sweet. Sweet. Great. Lane is going excellent here. Push the wave. Nope. Push the wave. Right here. Need to push here. That's a mistake. Just push it in. Push that in faster, you won't have this problem. After you get that kill. Oh, okay, that's why you didn't push the lane. I'm sorry. My brain's melting. Let me look at this again. Now I need to see this whole thing verbatim. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I'm fine. I'm not crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. I just didn't back it up far enough. Yeah. I was like, wait, did Moo fucking warp down here? So, you know the next wave is coming. You see them sitting here and you start running up. Instead, just get this wave pushed in and then make your move. Instead, you half float. You go up river, back down river for some reason. But you have Ezreal right here and he's just kind of holding the wave. Get this shoved in and then decide what you're going to do. You kind of hesitate, and then you know, at this point, you probably should have just committed with Braum and ran up river, but instead you hesitate, and then Amumu gets to come down river now, and you're making kind of a funky trade, and you don't have any summoners right now. There was no reason to go that close. You weren't being very respectful there at all. So you actually spaced out properly? Watch. You spaced out and dodged it, but then you re-engage when he doesn't have any way to get to you, and you could use Braum. You could use Braum's health bar a little bit more here. Bait your team. Remember, always bait your team. Once you've dodged the bandage toss, he doesn't really have a way to get to you unless he has flash. Okay? So you walk basically into melee range, and as a result, Mumu's job is extremely easy, when in reality, the optimal way to play this is to just pull all the way back and work off Braum. See if Braum gets ulted. If Braum gets ulted, then you can go ahead and fuck with him. But you can't face tank this like this. That's a fed of Mumu, too. You know what I mean? He's 2-1 and 4. He's big. So, yeah, I mean, it happens. But once you've cleared the bandage toss, you should have just reset there instead of giving him the free one. Also, I don't know if you use your active or not. I have no idea. Lee makes a nice pick, though. That's good for him. I like that you're putting the pressure on the turret. Braum's with you. Just get that turret down. This was kind of a thin dive. Or it felt thin to me. I don't know why you ulted. I don't know why you ulted instead of putting the passive on him first. The ult was like really silly to me. There was absolutely nothing. There was no need to ult whatsoever here. Passive, just popping the Braum passive would have been infinitely more clean. I want you to see it again and realize what you did here. Right, you ult. You still have... I want to watch your cooldowns, actually. Watch you do this shit, dude. You dash in, pop, pop, you Q. Pop, pop, W, pop, pop, he's gone. No retaliation, no Ezreal ult, nothing. He's gone. That actually made that whole thing so much uglier, dude. So much uglier. And as a result, yeah, you get punked. Interesting E. Yeah. That's why Jace is able to close that space, and that's why your health is so low. Unfortunate. Mechanically, unfortunate. We're floating here too long now. Get to bottom. No. Thank you. Good. You managed the wave okay there. Okay, they're thinking about diving you. Cool. And Braum executes. Nice. I like that you're pushing. That's great. Nice. He's fed. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do. Honestly, it was this play down here that's hurting the most. It's that you got a guy who's decent at a Mumu, and you got that fucking counter from hell, and that's just making this so hard. Because he's so huge. I would definitely be considering, after Black Cleaver, I'd probably be considering a QSS this game. Or even Merc Treads. Probably probably QSS. Wow, that Pantheon is legit. But he flashes for you. What can you do?
Shut down. Killing spree.
I like that we're pushing. We're applying pressure on the map. Don't know why we turned around here, though. We got Braum with us. There's no point of backing up here. Kind of wasteful, efficiency-wise. Your team has 0 pressure on the map right now. So I don't mind this at all. This is definitely a bit of a team game, dude. I can grant you this. You got like some god Amumu. You got a Lisa in jungle, which is dog shit. You do get the Amumu down though, which is cool. You got great farm. Jace is fed. Amumu's fed. Everyone's just flashing to shut you down. Not much you can really do about that there. That's just rough. People are just flashing to blow their load on you here. Oh god, no, don't chase this. Just go farm, dude. This is a bad fight. Just go farm. You missed some XP chasing that shit. Consider going top. Consider going top. And you want to carry, so consider going top and getting all this XP before someone else does, because your team is a bunch of monkeys. That's all I would start doing now. I'd be like, wow, my team is shit. I need to try to get XP and maybe like 1v9 this game somehow. Mechanically. Need the QSS next item. Preferably over the item that you got. I mean, that Mumu's gonna like one-shot you. Jake's gonna one-shot you. Rise is gonna hold you. QSS probably be better. And yeah, I would definitely be trying to get up to that top lane. You don't even have, like, there's no hope here other than you getting that XP. No, you left the XP up top. Get that next time. Take all that, dude. You're gonna have to be a dick and take all the farm if you're gonna carry. So next time, get up there quicker. Keep the turret up. Start pushing solo. Yeah, go pushing top. Yeah, push top. No, you should have just kept pushing. Should have kept pushing. You'd be hitting this right here. Maybe Rise doesn't come up to you. You never know. Either way, that was just a waste of farm. I don't think you can 1v1 Rise, but you could, at the very least, you could get a little bit bigger, and that's what I'm about right now. Rise on his own. Lee's not helping you. You guys are just kind of running around, chickens with your head cut off. Nothing to be done here. Christ. This is why I'm saying you're better off splitting. You're probably gonna lose this game no matter what you do. After the Amumu gets this sick counter on you at bot lane and gets the double kill. I don't know what your elo is, dude. But this is just like, this Amumu's smurfing or god or I don't know what's happening. Either way, we need to get away from these guys and just try to get farm. That's all we can do, is just try to get farm and 1v1 somebody and open up the map. And yeah, obviously I was saying the QSS would have been a nice item for when Amumu engages on you. But yeah, your team, you got very, very unlucky this game. You weren't given very much time. I'll give you that. I normally am like, you know, amp up the aggression. But this is just a nightmare game. We definitely, to be clear though, we definitely could, like, spots like this where we're just giving up farm, like, we could definitely be getting all this, and there's nothing wrong with it. We're just chasing kills and shit when we could definitely be cleaning up these spaces. Because even though you're getting those kills, you're just splitting the XP with everyone else. Let them get those kills, give them the full XP, and then take all this XP, which is equivalent to a level anyway. We could definitely be rotating up more.
Subscribe.
Jurula, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Drop some hype train form, please. So you keep getting up here, but it's always late. Keep going. Keep going. Just go, dude. Just fucking go. There's no point. There's no point in backing. There's not. Just draw pressure. Draw pressure, relieve pressure, and then try to find a favorable fight. Just keep going. What's the point? You guys are getting rolled over. And you got to see it this way too, dude. You really have to try to open your mind up to the idea that, like, some of this shit is just awful sometimes. And you're going to have to take risks. This would be ones like, just go. Push this all the way down and draw some pressure and 1v1 somebody or something. You might as well. Because you're not going to win 5v5. Like, you know, I know, Twitch knows, YouTube knows, we all know that there's no way you beat this plus this. Crazy Mambo. Welcome to the Nisi Sub Train Drop Sub Hype Train 4 Place. Thank you. Yeah, you might as well just keep going because there's nothing that's going to happen in a 5v5. You will never win 5v5. You won't. The only way to reliably beat games that suck with carries is to push with carries and isolate people. Do not team fight when your team has no team fight. And we can cover all this. Team fight, you have a Lee Sin, you have a Lux who's behind, you have a Braum who's getting raped, and you have a Pantheon. Pantheon don't team fight for shit. Lee Sin sucks dick in all solo queue. Amumu's 10 times better than he is. Lux is losing to Jace. Braum is not going to do that much on his own. And they have a Ryze and an Amumu and a fucking Ezreal, a Jace. They have Poke. They have a hard engage. They have a giant Amumu who, like I said, is probably smurfing. And there's no way. You're better off just going out. You're better off going down here, pulling Jace to you, and trying to shit on him 1v1. That is literally the only way that you open up this map and open up this game. Jungle most OP role in the game. You got a Lee Sin. They have a God Amumu. So only way we win is by pushing and trying to beat someone 1v1. It's a small chance, but it's a better chance than backing and fighting. And you're about to back, and you're about to fight, and you're about to get raped, when you could just push and then maybe draw Mumu to you, even though he'll shit on you because he's level 18 already. God damn. Fuck that.
Donation.
Thanks, Draxer. So yeah, sorry about your troll game, dog. I think you could have already been level 16 by now, maybe nearing 17, if we'd managed minions a little bit better. Just turned 16 finally. So you're clearing the wave. You're doing as best you can. Nice. Cool. Your team holds up. You guys are about to get aced, aren't you? I like that you eventually got the QSS item. There ain't no fucking way, dog. Pantheon, you're hoping for Pantheon to engage here. If you can ping, maybe encourage him to engage. That's all you can really do. I like you push the mid lane. Mechanically you flopped there. You just tunneled. I don't think you needed to die there, but I don't even know if it would have fucking mattered. You guys would have got wiped. Yeah, this is a Mateem Do kind of game. Not much you could have done in this one. Really. I think that this doesn't necessarily mean that you're the greatest ADC of all time or anything like that. Because I just saw you do a derp. We all derp. But this would be a game where even if you'd managed XP like a genius, the way this works itself out is there's just no way that you're carrying this game. you could have been Wild Turtle and you wouldn't have carried this. I'm pretty sure. There's just no way. Well, maybe that's not true. Because if you flash this Amumu here, when he jumps over the wall and survive, you would have more XP to work with. And I think you could have won that 3v3. But, I mean, this was a game that was heavily weighted. Dogs are freaking out. Heavily weighted against you. The things that I would clean up based on this replay, though, obviously the mechanical stuff, you seem to get the macro. You're doing a good job of managing waves. You're doing a good job. It seems like you're a diamond player at the least, in terms of like managing waves and getting farm. It seems like you're there. Now it's a matter of grinding. I don't think you've ever been to diamond before. Now it's a matter of grinding, and grinding is not fun, but it's how you get there. So things that you can clean up. There's times late game, like I was saying that this is one of those games that you have to just kind of plug your nose and just be like, well, I'm going to split push. I don't know what else I can do. But it looks like you're recognizing like, okay, I need to push for level 2. I need to try to snowball my lane. I need to I need to not make sure to give up too much farm. I'm taking relatively aggressive risks. This dive where you kind of misplayed it, it happens. I'm not really harping on that too hard. The things that I'm more concerned about is the times where it's like, it's obvious that you have Lee Sin jungle. Lee Sin's garbage. You have Lux. That guy's garbage. Like, it's obvious that this game was pretty in the shitter. In every time you team fight, you're going to lose. So the only way to really make this a possibility, even though I'm not entirely sure that it was possible, is to push and then hope that someone you can take shows up. You obviously couldn't take a Mumu 1v1, but you could definitely take some of the other guys. You could have definitely took on the Jace if you outplayed him. When you had the levels, similar levels to him. You could have definitely maybe outplayed him. You could definitely fight Ezreal if he comes to farm solo. Obviously, you can take Taric, and there's a chance maybe not Rise. I don't know. I feel like you probably lose to Rise. But that's honestly pulling people to you and finding a 1v1 opening, or even just like pulling people to you and farming and catching up in items is better than fighting with these morons. Because these guys are literally just gonna roll you over with that comp. This game, if you farm as well as you did and you manage your macro as well as you did, you're setting yourself up to win more than lose. But this was one of those rare games where I look at it and I go, yeah, that's kind of shit. That's kind of shit. So I hope this helps you. Sorry I can't give you better advice or more advice, but I mean, pretty sure you got smurfed on and then your team really sucked. And you didn't have many windows to do much there. Other than mechanically, like I said, you're not Wild Turtle, right? So your flash wasn't you didn't insta-flash. You didn't play the dive flawless. But this game was a ticking time bomb, no matter how you slice it. All right, guys, this is Martin ECNeese. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace, crackers. Subscribe and stuff, and like and comment and tell me how shitty I am. Etc.